What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity John. Dima, soap opera music. Man, this shit doesn't stop when it comes to Brittany Renner and PJ Washington. And stop the show. I want you guys to understand something that is very, very interesting because it always happens when a girl loses a high value guy. Now, remember what I always tell you guys. Whenever a lady is dating a guy that has a lot of money or is doing well for himself, if it ends, she ends up pregnant or something like that, she never goes to another guy that's doing better. Usually it doesn't happen. She typically goes back to a guy that she was just a side piece to, and that guy could already be involved. It always happens. The next guy is somebody that she either knew, a guy that wouldn't give her anything or do anything for her, a guy that she would be a side chick to. Some chicks are not really good to be main chicks. They're permanent side pieces. They're more comfortable like that. And Brittany Renner is no exception. She's been one of the best side pieces in the industry. Booty clapping sounds. I mean to basketball players. Booty clapping sounds. I mean to rappers. Booty clapping sounds. I mean to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Bruh. I'm just joking. I'm way too broke for her. But if I get this Google AdSense check in 3 weeks, I might be able to rub on them kneecaps for a second. But anyways, ladies typically go back to a guy they're comfortable with. And that's what Brittany Renner supposedly is doing now. Now, a very reliable source, according to Black Sports Online, there is a Instagram page called Wags Unfiltered. Now, I tried to follow her. She's not, she's a private, I think, like blogger, but I've seen her work just on social media, so she seems to be pretty good. What it's showing is that Brittany Renner is now dating Kevin Gates again. Now, Kevin Gates is married to a lady by the name of Drika, but that's not going to stop Kevin Gates or Brittany Renner from booty clapping sounds. Yeah, she's going to continue to, keep throwing that ass at him, right? Which is interesting because PJ Washington was the one guy that wanted to be with her. He wanted to love her. He wanted to stay with her. But the guy that she's dealing with now is not going to be doing the same thing for her that PJ Washington did. Now, obviously, this could not be true, but according to some, she was recently at his concert, all access passes, some friends and family tagged along, all right? And basically, allegedly, his last song, Fly Again, on the 2019 album was about Brittany Renner, okay? So they have some ties and some relationships and stop the show. It wouldn't surprise me if Brittany Renner was booty clapping sounds. Yeah, letting him hit it the whole time, right? Now, while PJ Washington is on, social media crying and begging for his son to come back, and him doing all this and this, Brittany Renner most likely is not gonna respect it and will happily take a position over at Side Chick Baptist Church as a Tuesday and Thursday chick. All right. And we wonder why that happens. A lot of guys want to know, especially in urban communities, how can I give her everything? We break up. She goes to the next guy and gets nothing or very little. Well, the reality is that nobody knows. The only answer that we know, because you can't try to understand this stuff. She's for the streets, bro. You pick somebody for the streets. They returned to the streets. They just happen to have your baby now. But, to the streets they shall return. Shout out the future. And I think that's the truth that a lot of guys need to try to understand because, logically as men, when we try to put two and two together, it doesn't make sense for us. It doesn't make sense for a woman to be with a young guy and, if the guy's not being mean or anything, but he's providing for you, he wants to be in a relationship with you, he wants to love you, and this, that, and the other thing, and then you break up with him only to go deal with a guy who won't give you that commitment, and yet you're giving him everything. You're out there having sex with the guy, you're doing all of this. It doesn't make any sense, right? Most guys, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why would you make such a decision? Well, they make those decisions because you're dealing with people who are not quality. I've went through that same thing. Like, how are you gonna go and deal with a dude after me who won't do anything for you? Bro, it's gonna get worse. Just wait 5 years and see her in the local Walmart. And then when she's like 50, 60 pounds later, weaving and sailing up with 3 kids, it's gonna be date music. Hi, big head. How you been, boo? It's been so long since I've seen you. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I gotta go. It's good seeing you and everything like that, but I gotta go fly to Paris or something, or Uganda, or just do some rich shit right here. All right? And just what guys gotta understand. And it hurts too. I mean, we're gonna be honest. A lot of brothers lose their chick, lose their wife, their baby mama. All right? Their wife instantly start dealing with somebody from the past. Guy can't do nothing for them. They flossing it on their Instagram. They're out there living their best life. It's short-lived. All right? Guys got to understand that, brother, it's going to be short-lived. All right? So don't even worry about that. Short-lived. You keep doing what you're supposed to do. Don't worry about the thotting it up that you think that your ex is doing. I know that's hard because it's hard saying it when you're going through it. A lot of young brothers don't understand that. A lot of older brothers don't understand that. But listen, man, you can't explain and try to help her figure out why is she doing what she's doing. She's doing what she's doing for a reason. You don't have to try to understand why that reason is. You should be glad that she's doing it and not bothering you. All right? That's the situation. Thank God somebody else was dumb enough to take her away from you so that you don't have to deal with her no more. Now, obviously you miss her. Obviously you miss what she was doing in the bedroom. I get it, right? That was all great. It was all fine. It was all nice. But guess what? The guy is doing you a favor. And we really need to be really excited when guys do us favors. Okay? It's like we don't really care. Listen, when guys are taking people off of your situation, okay? Let them. Please. For the love of God. If the guy wants to deal with her and you ain't got to deal with her no more, you ain't got to deal with those mood swings anymore, you ain't got to deal with her attitude anymore, that's the best thing the guy can do for you is to get her out of your life. Let him do it. You will thank him later. I always tell you guys, right? I had a girl I was going to marry. Okay? Thank God it didn't happen. But, and when she left, she's posting pictures on Facebook. I was real sad about it and stuff. And like, how could she go deal with him? And I mean, I've been doing all this stuff for her. I just don't get it. Look at her now. She probably watched this video right now too. Look at you now, boo. The best thing that could have happened to me was him. I'm glad for him. He caught the bullet for me. He died so I could live, almost like Jesus, right? He sacrificed himself for me. I thank God for you, bro. Honestly, please. If I ever see you, I'll give you $300 because what you did for me was so stupid. I mean, well, yeah, you really helped me out a lot. And that's how you guys should look at it. They're going to go to the streets. You don't need to understand why they're going to the streets. They're just going. Okay? You have your life ahead of you. You do what you're supposed to do. You'll get better, learn from it, get higher quality of women, and the rest is history. That's it. That's all. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.